Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Ray Jr. coming live from a man cave for once. This is not going to be a very long video. I just got a few things to show what I got this week from CGC. Seemed like I was getting a box every day. Had a little issue yesterday with one of the books that came back because my address was on there, but the second part of the address was different, which I don't know how that happened. But inside the box with the receipt, it had the correct address. So it just so happens that around the block, about around the block, around the corner, however you want to call it, there's another address exactly like mine. So mine is with the address, and then mine is 112. But for some reason, it ended up at 110. So I went there just taking a chance, and I asked the lady, "Hey, did you receive a package?" And she said, "Oh, yes, I did." She said, "Sorry, I opened it because it had my address, but I didn't recognize the name." And so she said she opened it, but then the address, my correct address, was on there. So she had taped the box back up, and she said she was on her way to UPS. But good thing, because UPS is horrible. The services is horrible. I don't like talking to no machine. Machine can't do nothing for me when I want to talk to the representative. So it kept giving me the runaround, and I kept telling them the tracking number, and it wasn't registering, and all that stuff. And then when I actually got a hold of like a UPS center, "Oh, we can't do nothing for you. You have to call and file a claim. You're worthless." It'll be FedEx from here on out. With my stuff, even though it wasn't UPS's fault for putting the label on there. So I'm gonna email CGC Monday and let them know, hey, one of my packages that arrived Friday had the wrong address, but on the inside of the box it had the correct address for the receipt. So I don't know how that. Well, enough of me rambling. Let me go ahead and show you what I got this week. So if everybody knows, I got a homeboy by the name of Anthony Moore. Anthony Moore is a very excited, passionate man. He started creating comic book characters, his own, I'm going to say about 25 years ago. And the man was so passionate enough to fulfill his dream on creating his own comic book company, his own comic book universe. So it finally started happening. His first print, I want to say, was 97. It's just a one solo book. Do I have that one? Or I might have 2007. So it's like 1997 and then 2007. So I think I have the 2007 because I contributed to his Kickstarter for his 2019, and then that book was thrown in with it. So and then he had 2016. I missed out on that, so I'm going to have to get with him to see how I can purchase the 2016 books. It was 3 issues, so that way my collection is still good to go. I don't want to miss out on these books, because when I got the books finally, because it wasn't that long, that's pretty good for a Kickstarter. The books was not that long, because he's real adamant on not waiting, one book comes out and then 4, 5, 6 months later, then book 2. He has some great artists, Ben Jakal, Wari Wong. Sorry, I jacked the name up. Who else? Rudy Ayo. Rudy Ayo is doing covers for DC Comics. So he's got some artists that are working around the clock, especially now since the COVID-19, to get us some new, fresh, independent comic books, with the independent industry. So I sent him a book. Well, I got the book, and then I sent it back to him to get signed, so that way he could send it in to CGC for me. Because, you got the artist or the writer or whatever has to send the book in, so you're not breaking chain of custody. And for some reason, I thought it just had to be sketch covers. I didn't know it could be like regular books that they could send in as well. So now that I know that, I'm going to be on it like Donkey Kong. So I'm proud to announce that, I am the first person to have a book graded for Limitless Comics. And here is it is. So this is, oh man, this freaking glare. So this is Realms number 1, as you can see. It came back a 9.2. I kind of figured that, you know, but I didn't get it graded. I didn't get it pressed or nothing, so I probably should have. But there was no grader notes, so I don't know now if 9.2s and above don't get grader notes. So, but it looks like right there on the edge right there. I don't know if you can see that down at the bottom. On the back part right there. So looks like the edges are pretty I ain't gonna say jacked up, but that's probably a little bit of it. So probably, if it wasn't for that, maybe a 9.4, maybe. I don't know, but anyway, I'm excited. As you can see, is, you know, Anthony Moore story, Anthony Moore and Gerald J. Jones cover and art, 2019, signed by Anthony Moore. So he's got big plans for his comic book company. He's has me as one of the characters that's coming out in June, called Solo 88, using my military, like, you know, my stats or whatever, like when I came in the Army and all that good stuff. And then since, you know, I've been working out, he likes, you know, as you can say, I guess, the physique or whatever to use for Solo 88. So pretty stoked on that. So I'm looking for that in June. And then I think July he's got another book coming out, which is called Thirst. Queen of the, I'm gonna say Queen of the Dead, but she's more like half voodoo priestess and half vampire type thing. So, all right, next up, you know, I can't go nowhere without a commissioned sketch. So came back a 9.4. This one said soiling on the back, so that's why I was confused when the 9.4 got greater notes, but the 9.2 didn't. But this sketch is by my man Chris Foreman. So if you ever want a sketch from him, look him up. Chris Foreman Artist, I believe it's on Instagram, or you can just find him on the Comic Book Fanatics Facebook group page as, you know, Chris Foreman on there. But he did the SWAT Cats, and this is the TV show I loved when they first came out. So you got T-Bone and Razor on the front cover, and then on the back, I guess where you can see all the specs. I don't know if you can see, but it said soiling on the back, so I don't know, but he signed it on the back, which is pretty cool. So this is another commissioned sketch. You know, I love my commissioned sketches, so this is definitely a dope one, so I'm happy with it. So I'm not even, like I've stated before, I don't even really chirp on the grades on my commissioned sketches because they're for my personal collection. So next up is Daredevil number 2, 3.0. Okay, so this book was a PGX 2.0. Well, first of all, second appearance of Daredevil and Electro. Fantastic Four appearance. So Electro's first appearance, I think, is Amazing Spider-Man number 9, I believe. So this is his second appearance, because, you know, Spider-Man did come out before Daredevil. So I think Daredevil came out like a year later. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, I bought this off of eBay. The shop was here in the state of Washington, so that was pretty cool. I could go pick it up. So they just, you know, I bought it, and then they reimbursed me the shipping. I sent it in the PGX. I sent it in the CGC, excuse me, in December. I just now got it back. I was wondering what took so freaking long. While all my other books here, I sent after, and I was getting them back quick. But probably because of the pressing, I did have requested for it to be pressed, and it came back a 3.0. So I don't know. I don't know if the pressing helped, but I know a lot of people was like, you know, I ain't gonna say laughing, but they was like, you know, they thought PGX like overgrades or whatever. So like I said, it was a 2.0 and it came back a 3.0. So I don't know. I'm not complaining. I'll take a 3.0 over a 2.0. I wouldn't have been mad if it had came back a 1.8 or whatever, or 1.5. I think it was 1.5. Yeah. You know, because the book looks kind of beat up and all that stuff. So I get, you know, see the edges. I don't know if you can see the edges because it's freaking glare, man. But anyway, I'm stoked to have it. Trying to knock out my Daredevil Volume 1 run. I got another book on the way. So that way I'm steadily chopping away, and then I'm trying to do Captain America Volume 1 and Daredevil Volume 1 at the same time to try to knock out. So I think I can get that accomplished. It might not be, probably take me another couple of years, maybe, depending how the comic book industry goes with, you know, with the coronavirus, and then if people are gonna start jacking up prices on their books. But oh well. All right, last but not least, because we're already 11 minutes and 17 seconds into the video, is Thor Volume 2, number 63. I just love this cover right here. This is a John Paul Leon cover. It's number 63, but when you go back to the numbering, it's 565. 9.6, I had this pressed as well. I don't really, like I said, I don't really trip on my modern books because I'm not in all that. If I get a 9.8, I get a 9.8. But if my books come back like a 9.6, 9.4, it is what it is. It's just, I want my Thor collection graded, pretty much. That's pretty much my goal, and I think a lot of people know that. But this book I sent in December as well. And then, of course, the pressing is what takes so long. But the story behind this is I've been, you know, I'm a CGC registry points fanatic. No pun intended, because comic book fanatics. But Thor, most of the Thor sets, I try to be #1. I try to be the best. I try to have the best sets. One guy, he had won this Volume 2 set like 9 years in a row, and this is before, I want to say, he started in like 2012. I think that's the last time I seen him active on there, and I really started getting graded books in 2013. So from 13 till now, so you're looking at 7 years, I've accumulated over 204 Thor graded books. So yeah, that's a lot of books, but nowhere near to like some of my other friends that got like their main titles or whatever. So I sent this in to get graded. I knew it'd come back a high grade because I was only 10 points behind him. But while the book was there at CGC waiting, because it had just said received and it sat there for a hot minute, I found another Volume 2 Thor book. It was signed by Dan Jurgens, and it was a different number though. And I bought it, and it put me over the top. So this book right here is just more of a, you know, separating myself from the guy. So like, I'm 107 points ahead of him now. So, but I'm not stopping there. Get the rest of the Volume 2 graded along with the variants, which that made me a little upset as well, because they created a Volume 2 with variants instead of just updating the Volume 2 with variants. So now you got just the Volume 2 and then the Volume 2 with variants. So the answer they gave me when I asked them, you know, because I'm on the chat boards, you know, requesting sets and all that stuff, why can't you merge the volume, the variants with the Volume 2? And the answer that I was given was because a lot of people don't collect variants and it wouldn't be fair. Okay, I said, okay, but you letting this guy use a variant for the slot #1 in Volume 2. And then the answer again, well slot 2, well, Volume 2, slot 1, there's multiple books. I said, I got that, but they're variants. So what is the difference? So the variant holds a lot of points. I think it was like 200 something. And then I had the original book, which was a 9.8 as well. So they both was 9.8s, but I think I only had like 56 points. So that's the only reason why he was still ahead of me because of that. But now I'm ahead and I'm just gonna move forward. But enough of that. So thanks for stopping by, checking out the video. I'm just rambling a little bit now. I got a lot of stuff going on. About to get done. Still gotta go get the wifey's Mother's Day gift, which my daughter sent the picture of what she wants. My wife thinks she's slick because I'll ask her, hey, what do you want? Oh, I don't want nothing. Not falling for that trap. Not falling for that trap, lady. So it's like 11:30, 12 o'clock here now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed. I was up late last night bagging and boarding 400 comic books. Mainly, most of them was from that haul I did in January. So I am 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more boxes, 5 more short boxes away from rebagging all of the ones that I kept. It was 2,500 comics that I kept out of that collection. So I rebagged them, and like I said, after the day, I have 5 short boxes left to do, and buying them in bulk really helped out a lot. But it was a long night, and then, you know, taking them out of the old bags or the old bags and boards, and then tossing that stuff. And then my next goal now is to buy the dresser drawers specifically designed for the comic books back home. There's a company that does it, so I'm looking forward to that. So that way I can get rid of boxes, man. When I started out, boxes are cool and all that, but now it's just starting to just pile up or whatever. I got like 38 long boxes, and then now you throw on top of the short boxes, it's over like 20 of those, and then I still got like 9 short boxes of books I'm trying to sell. So it's just, the short boxes is just too much for me, and I can't wait to start getting the drawers. That way, for one, it looks more neat and more sturdy. You don't have to worry about stacking and all that stuff. And then they also make it for the graded books as well. So if you have not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead, subscribe, comment, click like, or click dislike if you want. Come check us out, Comic Book Fanatics, on Facebook. If you want to see us on Instagram, Marty has the Instagram Comic Book Fanatics, and I have just my regular one, which is Team Franklin Fitness. I post comics on there as well. Once I get tagged by all the Instagram collectors on there, which I enjoy. It's just sometimes I get behind because I get hit from all different angles from everybody that is competing. Well, I ain't gonna say competing, but posting for that day. Silver Age Saturday, Sketch Cover Saturday, Mutant Monday, Webhead Wednesday, Wolverine Wednesday, Woman of Power Wednesday, Throwback Thursday, well, Throwdown Thursday, Thor's Day, all that stuff. So I think I just need to get a little bit of priority, as in like that Sunday night, and then pick out the books for the week, so that way I'm good to go. So that way I'm not waiting till like later on that day, because I'd rather just get it done in the morning, so that way to respond for all these people taking the time to tag me in these great posts. So other than that, I hope everybody has a great and wonderful Saturday. I'm going to enjoy my day, and then make sure you do something nice for your wife, your mother, your significant other, your daughter. And until next time, I'm out.